Alrighty then. Alright, so for those of you that don't follow me, I know this doesn't make a lot of sense, but for the ones that do, let me explain what's going on here. So this is the SPX 500. These lines are your support resistance based on time frame. Let me go to the monthly. So monthly wise, we had 3 candle box here. That's why we here says 3 candle box, monthly box, resistance. This is a resistance, and this is a support. Normally when we have a 3 candle box, the first one gives you the resistance, the second one gives you your support, and then the third one, normally it either hangs inside or it drops depending on what time frame we on. Since this was a monthly, we could have the first 2 weeks, maybe the third week, or even the fourth week hanging on the bottom. Let's say it's hanging down here, it breaks down below this box right here. Just imagine there's a box right here that goes from here to here to here, and it creates a box. Alright, like that. Normally, let's say the last week, it'll be hanging down, and maybe Wednesday we get some good news, it goes inside, and then from there it completes it and it chews on up. But then maybe on Friday we get some bad news and we close back inside. But either way, the last day, depending the last day or time frame, depending where we are, is one that if we're inside this box, we end up fucking breaking above, or we end up closing inside, and then the next week or time frame will continue that pattern and no break up. Anyways, that's what happened. Probably was the last week we are here. So we are, I think this is the third week. We end up breaking above. Fourth week, we end up closing inside. Then you open with the next month. Yeah, you open with the next month. And after that, we've been struggling to shoot out of this box. Anyways, so this is very important that we're still inside of this box. Tomorrow we got NVIDIA after the market closes. We got new house sales data coming out at 8 a.m. Another thing also, weekly wise, we're testing this weekly trend line that we've been on for a good minute. So originally we were on this one right here since October. Since October, we were on this trend line that passed through here and recently got canceled in this area right here. So the new one that we have, I believe it goes from right here. And it recently got tested last night. This morning, it got broken because of the bad data that we got. But recently, and like, because it's the last week of the month, and so it really wants to stay above that weekly trend line. Otherwise, we either are gonna have, if we close below the weekly trend line, we're either gonna get saved and go back above it. I want to say 2 weeks from now, maybe three is pushing it, but I want to say 2 weeks. So for the next 2 weeks, if we do break that trend line below it, we're gonna be in fear. You're gonna hear a bunch of fear in social media. And honestly, the more we stay below that trend line and we keep having more bad fear, better for us, or better for people that kind of understand how this works, because that's when you buy the dip. That's when you, whether it be in crypto, whether it be in stocks, this is your buying opportunity. So So anyways, just like we have these dips down here where the market resists, we have fucking these falls, people panic, they sell their shit, good news, people panic, the market falls, good news, and so on and so on and so on. Same shit right here. We panic, we sell, they buy, you panic, you sell, they buy, and so on. So here's that weekly trend line that I mentioned. I know there's too many. This is not one of them. Where is that shit at? There you go. So here goes. Right. All right. So now it'll be dope if we fall somewhere here or in this area, which will make sense if we do fall. This will be your stopping ground right here. And if anything, coming down here in this area. Right here in this area. Any fucking ways. Too many lines. I know, people. And here's your 50%. Now, if it fell down here, shit, that would be a hell of a fucking discount, stock-wise and crypto-wise. Because this is your 50% Fibonacci. We finally broke this. Normally, when you break a 50 Fibonacci, you come down and test it. But I don't believe it's going to come back that low. If anything, we're going to come down here in this region, 5,875. Maybe wick down here and then come back and close up here. I'll be really happy if the market falls somewhere down here, but I don't really see it doing that. So now let me go to the daily. So daily wise, we tested the Fibonacci. We're on the Fibonacci. So right here, this week is gonna respect this week, and we're from here we're gonna go on up, or we're gonna just consolidate because we still got this resistance area down here that's been having a hard time passing, breaking through. This is, let me see, this was here. I think this right here was DeepSeek news where the market tanked. Let's see, which one was it? I think this was DeepSeek right here. I think this was DeepSeek, and then we had another bad news because I remember we had two gaps. This was DeepSeek, and then this one was the other one. I forgot what it was. From there, we had good news. We ended up completing it. Yeah, that's what this was, DeepSeek data right here. So, the fact that we're in the Fibonacci again, on the 50 Fibonacci daily, and we have NVIDIA tomorrow, as this is probably going to be our stop, and it goes along with the trend line. So we got the, this is why I have, so since I can't see the auto Fibonacci in the background, what I'll do is, on each time frame, I'll go along and I'll mark where the 50 Fibonacci is on each candle. So you see here's the daily, this is the white or the yellow is a 12-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. The red is a 4-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. This one is a 3-hour, 2-hour, 1 hour. So, and see how the trend line with the 50 Fibonacci aligns. I was trying to tell the homie yesterday, last night, how we were gonna go down and test that region. So also, yesterday after the market dropped, as it was playing out yesterday, here, so this blue line is a weekly, a weekly, and a weekly. So I know this area is gonna be hard to pass or to break down below it. So anyways, when you go to the 3 hour candle, I noticed we had a 3 candle box right here. Right here. The market closed and it closed right here. And I told the homie, since we were in between these two weeklies, this box is gonna act like a little resistance support area, like a little cushion. It's gonna be hard to get out of there or break it. Not just that, but it's inside of a weekly. So I told the homie we're gonna close down here and we're gonna maintain this region, and as the market opens we're gonna try to break above it, or throughout the night or evening, because we close at 2. So throughout the evening the market was gonna break on down and be testing these lower regions down here, this weekly, and then come back again. So since it hang right here, I knew that it was then gonna fucking just try to, and especially since it stayed here around 9 to 10 o'clock, it was letting me know that the market was gonna stay here, and as the data came out today, the market was gonna react to it. Normally throughout the nighttime, since it stayed in here, I know that in between 12:45 to 1:15, that's when the market starts going for the move, or up or down. So they'll either sustain this region, and by 12 o'clock, 12:45 or 1, it'll actually go for the move. We'll start breaking on up, or it'll start breaking on down, being a fake out. What it'll do is, if it breaks down from 12:45 to 1, we will start going down, and around 3 or 4 o'clock, it'll then start recuperating as the data is about to be released, especially because we had data at 8 o'clock. And look how when it goes down, it tests that trend line. So we go down, 2, 3, 4 o'clock. So that's what your buying zone. Here comes the data coming. The market opens at 6, 7 o'clock. The market reacts back to whatever news came out, whether it be Trump saying something, whatever the fuck it is. Then here comes the data. Data comes out bad. The market reacts to it, breaking this trend line, but it's too early. Because normally then from around 8 or 9 o'clock, the market then will recover. Whatever bullshit it is, it'll recover. Again, because that weekly trend line is important to hold. And this market is manipulated also. So here we have the daily 50 Fibonacci. It's a fake out. And after that, notice how it tests it and it stays above it. Since we have NVIDIA coming out tomorrow, really that's what investors are looking forward to. Even though we have new home sales data coming out at 8, now you're going to hear the market recovers as investors look forward to NVIDIA earnings and this and that and whatnot. So here's what's going to happen again. Since the market has been holding here this whole time, and this is where we were yesterday night, the market is gonna hold this region right here. By 11 o'clock, we should close up here because that's when a 4-hour candle closes. There you go, that's better. This is too close right here. There you go. This is when the market closes at 11. One of the 4-hour candles. So by 11 o'clock, we should be right here. It should be then bullshitting in this area right here, especially below this 12-hour candle line resistance. So by 12:45 or 1, we should see breaking this, and then from 1 to 3 o'clock, we should close inside this box so that we can bullshit and go for it. Wait for the news at 8 in the morning. If let's say we're still here at 11 o'clock and by 12:45 or 1 we keep rejecting this area, we may be poking this 4-hour candle right here. We're gonna end up coming on down, coming back down to this region, and most likely hold this region, and as we get closer to 3 or 4 in the morning, pick up again and wait for the data. It's still too early. I'm not doing this shit right now. I'm just doing it because of the homie. I normally fucking like doing this after 11 o'clock to see where 11 o'clock closed. If we had bad news at 8 o'clock, depending where we are, where we held throughout the night, if we held down here, we're most likely gonna make a U, come back down to the 8 o'clock. But since we have NVIDIA, the market is gonna anticipate with good news, and then you're gonna keep seeing the market just pick up, ignoring the bad news that we have with the data. And if NVIDIA comes out with bad earnings, the market is gonna shoot down and most likely closed by the 50 or below the 50, somewhere down here. And that's gonna be really bad. You're gonna see Bitcoin go down, follow it, and the rest of the market follow this shit. So pretty much what investors are looking forward to is not that data, it's actually really NVIDIA, because NVIDIA is gonna move the market way more than house sales, new house sales data. Even though it's important because it lets you know how, house sales also let you know how the market is doing, or where the market is heading to or whatnot. I'm most likely gotta rearrange the Fibonacci's. Let me see. So the daily, let me see, 1 hour candles down here. So this one is actually so you got the 50 right there. Let me start from the top. It's actually up here. Right? Yeah, right there. $12-hour candle. Right here. We got a 3 candle box right here too. Not a perfect one, but we got the one right there. 12 o'clock. It's 8 hours, same area, so I'm not gonna do shit. Alright. 4-hour candle. Three-hour candle. Anyways, 3 hour candle, 2 hour candle, right here. I'm not gonna put it because then 1 hour candle. Into 2 damn close. This is looking all weak, but anyways, back to this shit right here. So even my indicators tell me how there's a strong resistance right here in the 1 hour candle. So you see how as we get to right here, you start getting the resistance. That's why I say right here it's gonna be a hard time. This is where the market's gonna stop at 11 o'clock and try to break through this resistance. And then through the morning, if it continues, we should be here by 8 o'clock. If we get rejected right here, right from 11:45, 11 to 1:15, we're normally gonna come back down. And let me see down here. Oh, that's why. Anyways, it's just too long. But anyways, yeah. And I don't like doing this shit this early. I like seeing where we close at 11. From there, have a better idea where how the market's gonna react throughout the night. But we should close here by 11, or not even we should, but we the market should be right here by 11. We should close right here by 11. If it closes some right here by 11, also cool. From there, it's gonna then, cause you actually want the market to close above this 12-hour candle. So then, let's say it closes right here 11. From there, it'll bullshit in this between this area right here. Try to break above this weekly by 12:45. We should start seeing breaking it up. And which you could also see is by it could be right here by 1, but then at 2 o'clock just start going down, and then right here should then start creating some support by 3 or 4, and then go back again and continue with the upward pressure as the market opens and all that bullshit. Since NVIDIA is gonna come out till after the market closes, we could just be bullshitting this area right here. We could just be consolidating in this area right here, or even right here, like in between this range. And as we get closer, if we are in this pressure right here by 11 in the morning, we should be somewhere here by 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock, somewhere right here. And if it's bad, you're gonna see the market open somewhere down here and not even break this weekly trend line. Maybe just hold somewhere in this region, but who knows. And if it's good, we're probably gonna see it open somewhere up here, and we're gonna be saved above that weekly trend line, and that weekly trend line is still gonna continue. And it's really then gonna depend on Thursday and Friday. I think